2025 Lexus ES. Likes. Top-notch cabin. 44 mpg hybrid. Or 302 HP V6. Good ride quality. Quiet demeanor. Dislikes. Touch screens a big reach. Small trunk. Non-folding rear seat backs. AWD model is too slow. The ES300H is our favorite thanks to the way it blends frugality with luxury. Diet Coke could learn a thing or two. The 2025 Lexus ES won't raise your pulse, but it's a fantastic value for the way most people will really use their luxury sedans. What kind of vehicle is the 2025 Lexus ES? What does it compare to? The 2025 Lexus ES is a midsize luxury sedan available with all-wheel drive, a V6 engine, or a hybrid powertrain, but not all three. Shop it against the Acura TLX and Cadillac CT5, as well as high-end versions of the all-hybrid Toyota Camry. Is the 2025 Lexus ES a good car? It's quite good at its intended mission. F-Sport versions aside, the ES makes little effort to be sporty. It's comfortable, stylish, and exceptionally well equipped. It's not even a bad value, and hybrid versions are downright thrifty. The ES scores a 7.0 out of 10 overall. What's new for the 2025 Lexus ES? The ES350 F-Sport trim level adds a newly available Black Line Special Edition package with, you guessed it, blacked out exterior trim. Otherwise, the ES stands pat for 2025. These are traditional sedans, at least in concept. In execution, they're rather stylish with what's arguably Lexus' best ever integration of its spindle grille and a long, sloping roofline that arches its way back toward pert tail lights. They're even nicer inside thanks to a well-organized two-tier dash that cants slightly toward the driver. Lexus offers some wonderful interior hues, too. Pick one based on the wood trim selection. These are luxury cars, after all. The ES shares some of its bits with the Toyota Camry, including the previous version of that sedan's powertrain lineup. You have three choices here. The all-wheel drive, rather tepid ES250 has just 203 HP from its 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. Consider it only if you must have power go to all four corners. Otherwise, budget for some winter tires and go for the 302 HP ES350 that's downright quick, or the exceptionally frugal ES300H hybrid that gets 44 mpg combined in EPA testing. All ES models have a composed, quality ride and steering with just the right amount of heft. Opt for top-end models and you'll find adaptive dampers, which do make a noticeable difference in ride quality. The F-Sport versions seem more like a styling exercise, though. There's nothing particularly sporty about these cars. And they don't need to be sporty. They're quiet, serene, and plenty comfortable. Inside, they have beautiful interiors, especially when draped in widely available soft leather trim and open-pore wood paneling. The standard 8.0-inch touchscreen gets the job done, though the bigger 12.3-inch unit makes good use of its available space. Lexus menu system isn't tops in our eyes, though, and the screens are a long stretch from the driver's seat. Good crash test ratings are augmented by top crash avoidance tech and driver assistance features standard across the line. While there's no hands-off tech here, you'll find adaptive cruise control and blind spot monitors on the cheapest models, which stands in marked contrast to most rivals. How much does the 2025 Lexus ES cost? Lexus charges $44,340 for the base ES350 or ES250. The hybrid runs $1,400 more. That trim level has synthetic leather upholstery, power front seats, 18-inch alloy wheels, and an 8.0-inch touchscreen. We'd budget another $6,000 or so for a well-equipped luxury version with its leather seats that are cooled and heated up front, and we'd spend up for the bigger touchscreen that looks better on the ES dash. Where is the 2025 Lexus ES made? In Georgetown, Kentucky, or Japan, depending on the configuration. Styling. The 2025 Lexus ES wears the brand's signature spindle grille quite nicely. Is the Lexus ES a good-looking car? It's been around for quite some time now, but the Lexus ES remains a stylish choice. It has a pretty exterior and a relaxing cabin, each of which earns a point. The 2025 Lexus ES rates a 7 for styling. The ES is long and low-slung, the way luxury cars used to be. Its version of Lexus spindle grille looks great up front, and an unfussy appearance continues along the sides and to the rear with its wide light bar and delicate bright work. F-Sport versions have different wheels and some darker touches, but they're not all that different than the rest of the ES range. These are stylish cars with arguably the best interpretation of the spindle grille. The ES is even better inside with a two-tier dash design housing either an 8.0 or a 12.3-inch touchscreen. Well-organized buttons below are easy enough to sort out. The ES is fine in base form, but it's at its best in a lighter or warmer hue with one of several available wood trim options. Performance. The 2025 Lexus ES is as traditional a luxury car as you'll find today, though F-Sports have some added zest. The Lexus ES is far from a sports sedan, which is just fine by us. It has a soft, comfortable ride in all forms, and its engines generally provide refined operation. It's a 7 here thanks to those assets. Is the Lexus ES 4WD? ES 250 models are all-wheel drive, while the ES 350 and ES 300h powertrains are front-wheel drive. How fast is the Lexus ES? That depends. The ES 250 is the pokiest of the bunch with its 203 HP 2.5-liter inline-4, which pokes its way to 60 miles per hour in about 8.6 seconds. That's far from rapid, though this engine works well enough with the 8-speed automatic. It's not really a luxury-grade setup, though. Far more impressive is the ES 350 S302 HP V6, which is smooth and slick. It shaves a full 2 seconds off of the run to 60 miles per hour, and it makes a lovely muted snarl. The ES 300h, meanwhile, takes the base car's 2.5-liter 4-cylinder and adds a nickel-metal hybrid battery and an electric motor to add power and reduce fuel consumption. It's paired with a CVT that can force the engine into the upper reaches of the tachometer during passing but otherwise behaves with admirable docility. No ES is a featherweight, though these cars have a comfy ride and steering with good weight that makes them terrific daily drivers or mile eaters. Adaptive dampers come with the available F-Sport handling package and on the top end ultra-luxury trim. They make enough difference in small bump absorption that it's worth seeking them out if you live where roads are rough. All models except the ES 300h have terrific braking. Hybrid models have regenerative braking that can leave the wide pedal feeling a little too wooden. You'll get used to it, but then other cars will feel weird. Comfort and quality. The 2025 Lexus ES has a high-end cabin. Spacious and stylish, the 2025 Lexus ES has a terrific interior. It's an easy 8 on our scale thanks to good room for 4 adults or 5 in a pinch, terrific front seats, and luxurious materials throughout. The ES is a reasonably long sedan that will fill around 196 inches of your garage. That length endows it with a fairly roomy cabin. There's plenty of space for adults up front and at the outboard rear seats. The middle rear seat is best for kids, though. The power-adjustable front seats have all-day comfort, and most ES sedans will have heating and cooling, too. Convincing synthetic leather comes standard, but the real stuff Lexus offered is soft and fragrant. Add in the available open-pore wood trim and contrasting stitching across multiple surfaces and the Lexus ES can feel like a true luxury sedan. Safety. The 2025 Lexus ES is a very safe luxury sedan. How safe is the Lexus ES? The 2025 Lexus ES comes loaded with crash avoidance and driver assistance tech. It gets points for top crash test scores, lots of driver assistance tech, and even a rare point for good outward vision. It's a 9 here. we reserve a 10 for cars with hands-free driver assistance, which the ES lacks. The ES scored a 5-star rating from the NHTSA in 2024, and it was a top safety pick from the IIHS. A close examination of its scores from the feds and the independents reveals a few minor blemishes, like a marginal score in the updated moderate overlap front test, which aren't a huge surprise since the sedan has been around since the 2019 model year. All ES sedans have features like automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control, automatic high-beam headlights, blind spot monitors, and active lane control. A surround view camera system and parking sensors are available.